Welcome back to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bee Machine. We
Alright, let's get this started.
gotta fight this yellow dude.
Come on, Squirt. Let's see what you're made of. Probably Puyo's.
He's the only one that tells you his name. Or, well, no,
What about Grounder?
Ground. Well, besides
Quick,
Grounder.
someone call Crush Porty so we can tell him what we're made
Oh
of.
my goodness. This is where the game actually, the game can be a little tricky in the mid-levels because of the increase in speed, but you're gonna probably lose more often just because the AI randomly decides to have a moment of genius rather than them just being generally more skilled. This is where the game's gonna take the gloves off and be like, okay, it's time for you to pull down your pants and get booty butt raped.
But what if I like to be raped? Then is it really rape?
No.
Okay,
No.
Alexis. Oh, so that's who that is. That's
I
Lando.
should
What?
mention I'm playing this on normal difficulty. I would have played it on hard because it's not like I can't handle hard, but at the same time I didn't really feel like going through and losing a bunch of times before getting to the end, because this is already a game that has, you know, the same exact gameplay over and over for 13 stages. I wouldn't want to have to hold it up or have to edit a bunch because a shit ton of losses on the way there. So it was either play on an easier difficulty where I barely struggle at all, or play on a higher difficulty and become incredibly frustrated.
Oh, this looks like the pain
Yeah.
train.
I don't remember whether or not I lose to him or not. Because like I said, I lose a couple of times, but I don't remember if it's like 2 or 3.
Well, you're better than most, because most, once they get to this point, they basically just wait for death.
I typically don't give up until the last second, because I always feel like there's a way out if you're putting your beans down the right way.
There's never a way out, people.
Like, see? I'm back. I made it.
Yeah, you recovered.
When the old man has you cornered in that dark room, there is no way out.
Oh, also, worth noting, one thing that neither me or Landon mentioned, earlier Puyo Puyo games, they use the 5-color system by default, whereas later games, they will actually default to 4. Many of them will give you the option to use more or less colors. It's usually a 3, 4, 5 color option.
No bonus.
Yeah, if you take too long, you eventually lose your chance to get the bonus. I think it's 128 seconds or
Guys,
that it caps off.
this is a Final Fantasy, like, boss.
Yeah! No, this guy looks like a Final
it's
Fantasy
X-Death.
character. He exactly looked like that.
Like,
It's Eggs Death.
he's in the wrong game. Like, sir? Like, you don't even look like a Puyo Puyo, like, enemy.
He
You're
doesn't.
just- Wrong game.
Like, I feel like there was talks at Square, and they were like, you know, we should make a Sega Genesis game. And they were like, nah, we got the Super Nintendo. And then, like, Sega was like, hey, we like that character design. We'll pay you, like, $5 if you let us use them in a game. And they were like, sure, yeah, okay.
Sure, yo, fuck it.
And thus, Eggs Death was born.
He has the most wonderful name of all the characters. His name I remember. His name is Sir Fuzzy Logic.
Oh,
Excuse
what-
me?
Yes. Yes.
What?
His name is Sir Fuzzy Logic.
Bless you. I think you sneezed.
Oh,
He doesn't really do anything to me. In fact, although he is the stage 10 enemy, I always typically find to have an easier time with him than Spike from stage 9. I don't know why, it's always how it pans out for me personally. It could just be the way that the AI plays. I just play better against his AI than Spike's, but it's whatever.
he's actually having a rough time with you.
And there it is.
Oh.
No chance.
Now he's got this. He's got this. Look at that. Boom, he won. I mean, Oh,
He looked into the void and blinked. Oh, there's Scratch.
This guy looks like some fucking Mighty Ducks knockoff.
old fuzzy face got fried.
I get
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of a hint at his name right there.
his name is Dragon Breath, I believe.
Wait, Mighty Ducks like
Glad to
hockey
see.
team?
Yeah.
No, there's an actual show called Mighty Ducks that actually had like actual ducks.
I mean, pick your poison. But
Rat.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But yeah, he looks like just... He doesn't look like he fits in this game either.
90s was full of weird animal mascots.
Yeah. It was a dark time.
Fucking.
Well, that's because
Wasn't
you
just
had the lights out.
It wasn't just Mighty Ducks, it was also Street Sharks, if anyone remembers that.
I feel like I did. Explain...
Cloud.
What?
If you had, you know, just turned on the lights, it wouldn't have been that dark.
Wow, that's mad corny.
Anyway, the conversation that we were having about that one TV show.
Yes, Street Sharks. Explain that show again, because if you remember how it was, because it sounds familiar.
They're buff sharks.
It's
If you've
yeah, it's
if you've seen
basically
it, you would probably
Ninja
remember it.
Then I don't.
it's
then
basically
I haven't.
it's basically Ninja Turtles, but I don't know if this is the right way to like describe, but they're a little bit more thuggish because obviously they're not ninjas, they're just big ass fucking sharks, and they pretty much aren't that really that different from the Ninja Turtles, other than being sharks. There's even like a group of 4 of them, if I remember correctly, unless there was a 5th one that I don't remember.
They're sharks in the streets and
Because
your sheets.
I know
Oh,
there's
hi,
like
Scratch.
a blue one with. Oh, there's like a blue one with red stripes. I think there's a brown hammerhead. I don't remember the other 2. I think one was like orange.
There's so many puns with the dialogue that these characters give. Speaking of dialogue, in Puyo Puyo itself, even as far back as like the very first games, although it's not done in the Genesis release of the first couple, because like they had them on like some sort of like computer game systems or whatever, but they actually had audio dialogue cues for when they do like combos and stuff like that. And I was not used to that when I played Puyo Puyo Tetris, because I hadn't actually played like any like Puyo Puyo.
Modern ones.
And then I go back and I'm watching a couple Let's Plays of like the very early games, and I'm like, wow, these characters don't shut the fuck up ever.
Nope.
He looks like he's chewing something.
He does.
You gonna make chicken wings out of him?
I'm gonna guess that he's trying to chew a now and later, because those things are really hard to chew.
Oh yeah, that point bonus.
Oh, cutscene time. Wait, are you fighting Eggman
Yeah, this
now?
is the only point in the main game where they have this
You
cutscene.
dopey dunspots.
I'll have to do my own dirty work and blend those beans.
Would you really consider Scratch better than Grounder? Because like he's like the penultimate guy to fight.
I mean, I would hope so. His AI is certainly smarter, but what I wanted to say was, I didn't show it off, but there is actually a cutscene if you leave the game running on the title screen, where Eggman / Robotnik will talk about his plans, and then it'll actually show you a quick tutorial on how to like combo beans and stuff like that. So if you leave the game running, the game will actually teach you how to play without having to do any like training mode or whatever. And then
I'm going to.
One more thing.
I'm going to wait. Do you lose to Eggman?
I think I lose to Eggman here. Yeah.
Because you said you lost more than.
Yes,
Where are
I
his
lose
bottom
more than once.
teeth?
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't
Look at his
exist.
lower lip. Like, what even is
In
this?
his gums.
I don't even know how to.
Yep.
I don't even know how to explain what's going on with that. He does do
I
a
think-
chuckle. He's
Yeah, Eggman's the only one that has like an audible like voice clip.
I don't remember what I'm trying to do here. Oh yeah, no,
Fuck you.
I put FGT. Figget.
Yeah, because you normally, which is probably the most likely way you're gonna find out he has like a actual voice clip, somewhat, is on the continue screen. Because once it like counts down to like 3 seconds, where like it's basically a game over at that point, he'll like laugh at you.
Ha 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 ha.
He doesn't laugh like Titus in Final Fantasy X, thank God. Or Mandark.
That's because neither of those things
a little bit-
existed when this game came out.
That is true. This game came out in
Are you
'93.
saying-
Mandark, Dexter's Lab was '95 or so,
97.
'96. And then
Are you-
obviously Final Fantasy X was 2001. So
Obviously, everyone knew that.
Are you saying Sonic is old?
I'm saying Sonic is old, yes.
I would have never guessed.
I mean, it had a Puyo Puyo reskin game that came out merely 2 years after the first game in the series came out. It's pretty old.
I don't even think this is technically the first Sonic-related puzzle game. I think there was like another one that was like more Tetris-like.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt if that game did exist, but I'm pretty sure that this came out first because, I mean, with Sega having the rights to Puyo Puyo, it's pretty easy for them to
Yeah.
just bring over a Puyo Puyo clone.
Sonic and them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he has 2 voice clips because I don't actually remember him like going ah if he loses.
Guys, do you remember when the Puyo Puyos rised up and destroyed it?
I
Remember
do.
when the Puyo
Sega's
Puyos had a
headquarters.
mustache? Because one of
Cast.
them did.
Arms.
Oh,
That's where they got the idea.
Sega beat him to the punch.
Frankly.
Oh, I was hoping his name would be Legs.
Humpty.
Ugh, stay away from me, buddy.
He sat on the wall.
Coconuts.
Well, obviously. He's like the only badnik to actually appear in the show.
This guy.
Davy Sprocket. Davy Sprocket.
That's
Isn't that an actual name?
butt
Squeal.
plug.
Eggplant.
And they have all of their like
Squeal.
winning animations, little bubble thing.
Blow me.
Dynamite.
Oh, that Dynamite!
Grounder.
Sam.
Microsoft Sam. Spike.
Okay. What if that's actually how he spoke?
Jack, can you do the voice?
Eggs
Sir
Death.
Fuzzy Logic.
I like mine better.
Dragon Breath. Yep, that's his name. It's kind of stupid. It's edgy. Scratch.
Look at that smart
And-
fuck.
the
He's
fuck?
so goddamn. I want to punch him.
Yeah, Dr. Robotnik. I forgot. You don't really get to see that because I just body the fuck out of Scratch, but his winning animation's the smuggest thing ever. And has been.
Yay.
We have a brief
Who would
little
win?
credits sequence.
Oh, it's like this whole thing could be described as who would win: a giant sentient egg or one beanie boy.
Oh god.
An entire empire of an entire empire run by a genius filled with robots, or one orange boy.
One orange boy.
Okay.
I got my bets on the one orange boy.
Well, it already
But-
it already
name is
happened, Cloud. You
Oh.
can't bet on the Super Bowl after it's over.
Yes, I can.
Although, in terms of just like all the Sega Puyo Puyo games, this is like the only one where they just flat out renamed the Puyos.
Yep, they renamed them as beans. You have to like. I don't even know where I was going with
that
this.
means all the, like that means like all the egg well all 2 of them, well maybe 3 of them of the Eggman cutscenes. Those are all like custom made just for this version of the game.
Yep. They, like I said, they didn't really put like too much like new stuff into this game, but I mean they made the presentation really good. Like the
Yeah.
fresh graphics that they use are definitely nice. You can see they basically like kind of just they had a dungeon graphic and they just stuck with it. Puyo Puyo games, even on the earlier games, they had like multiple different graphics for dungeons.
Yeah.
Because like later in the game they'll do like these like Roman temple ruin like backdrops that are pretty cool. Let's try hard level.
That's
Yep.
so familiar. Oh god.
Compile works on the Puyo Puyos.
Let's try hard level. That's what the game decides to tell me after completing it on normal. No thank you, but anyway.
Only if you blow me.
Only if you get good. Figure.
I didn't get a high score because I lost to Dr. Robotnik on the last level, but that was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Nice, quick little Let's Play. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
We did it. We finished an LP.